Hello friends, my name is Ramsu. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the eligibility criteria for PMP exam. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam of PMP in near future. So let's just start, friend. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. Friend, doesn't this question sounds familiar? Your question for PMP certification begins with this question, and it is also an important piece of information for every PMP aspirant. The project management professional is the most important certification for project managers across all industries. It is a truly global certification which allows you to lead projects almost in every country. Further, it enables you to work in any industry by deploying any methodology in any location. But before you begin your PMP journey, you need to meet certain education and experience requirements to meet the standards set by PMI in order to appear for your PMP exam. The experience requirement shows your soft skills to sit for the PMP exam, and the educational requirements show that you have enough theoretical background to manage a project. However, your experience requirement for PMP changes depending on the educational requirement which you satisfy. A salary survey conducted by the Project Management Institute (PMI) shows that PMP certified project managers tend to earn more compared to their non-certified counterparts. PMP certification warrants a certain level of knowledge on the project management area. The reason that companies and organizations give high credit to PMP certification compared to other certificates in the industry because PMI has a very strict application and audit process for relevant education and experience requirement that one needs to be PMP certified. As the employer has high regard for the certification, once you show a PMP certification in your resume, he or she will that you have met the strict PMP certification requirements, which proves a certain level of practice and knowledge on project management. It is not easy for someone to sit and pass the PMP certification exam. If you are wondering about where you can use your check for these requirements, then you will find all the criteria set by PMI for taking the PMP exam in the PMP Credential Handbook. You can download the free version of this handbook from PMI website. It will help you to know everything about PMP certification, who is eligible to apply, and how to go about applying. The eligibility requirements for taking the exam as follows. You should hold a bachelor degree or the global equivalent with at least 3 years of project management experience. The 3 years of experience is expected to be comprised of 4,500 hours which you have spent directing and leading projects and 35 hours of project management education. In case you don't have a 4-year degree, you need to have a secondary diploma, high school or global equivalent with at least project management experience of 5 years. The 5 years of experience should comprise of 7,500 hours which you have spent directing and leading projects and project management education of around 5 hours. Meet the 35 contact hours project management institute education requirements for PMP. You need to match one of the eligibility requirement which is required for you to appear for your PMP certification exam, but it is also important for you to complete 35 hours of project management education in order to fulfill the eligibility requirement to sit for the PMP exam. You must be wondering about how can you earn the 35 hours of project management education requirement. You can enroll in a PMP certification training to earn the same. These training also help you to prepare for your PMP exam and get proper support from the experts to clear your PMP exam at one shot. Acceptable experience to be eligible for PMP exam. The experience mentioned by you in your application should cover all the 5 processes as mentioned in the PMBOK guide, Project Management Body of Knowledge. But you should keep in mind that it is not necessary for all of these processes to be in one single project. You can find a full list of acceptable tasks, knowledge, and skills in PMI PMP certification eligibility. Few of the tasks that you might be performing and which would be acceptable are that you should define the high level scope of the project based on the requirements of business and compliance to meet the customer project expectations. Obtain approval to execute the project by presenting the project plan to the key stakeholder. Achieve the project deliverable within the schedule and budget by executing the task as defined in the project plan. Get feedback from the stakeholders by communicating the project status to ensure that the business needs are aligned to the project aligns. Work with the customer and the sponsor to obtain final acceptance of the project deliverable to confirm that project deliverables and scope were met. Now, ways to get the required experience. Okay, now we shall discuss this in more detail about it. So basically friend, you need to meet the PMP experience requirement to be eligible in order to gain PMP certification. But how can you gather enough experience? As discussed, you need to earn experience of 4,500 to 7,500 hours of directing and leading projects depending on your educational qualification. So first of all, full-time project managers. If you are working as a project manager or in a similar position which gives you a full-time opportunity to lead and direct projects, then it's easy. If you don't have enough hours, then you can go ahead with what you are doing, and with time you will gather the required number of hours. If you are not a full-time project manager, don't have enough hours to meet the required experience eligibility, it even gets trickier when you are not in a role which gives you an opportunity to direct or lead projects. If you are not managing projects at all or managing projects part-time, you are collecting hours of experience at a slower rate compared to a full-time project manager. You can increase the rate in the following ways: by changing your role. You can increase the amount of time spent on managing projects using the most effective solution, that is by changing your role. You can go for a wider discussion about your career development with your employer by stating clearly that you would like to provide more value to your employer by directing and leading the projects. If you can get an opportunity to become a full-time project manager, then you are on your way to collect the required hours as soon as possible. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you.